Hello, I'm Janae Tibshirani from interest.co.nz. Here's my wrap of what's happened overnight. British-Russian relations have hit their lowest point since the Cold War. Britain is expelling 23 Russian diplomats in the wake of Russia denying involvement in a chemical attack on a former Russian spy in southern England earlier this month. British Prime Minister Theresa May has also mentioned possibly freezing Russian state assets that pose a security threat, new laws to counter hostile state activity, and a downgrade of Britain's attendance at the Soccer World Cup in Russia. Russia has described the steps as unacceptable, unjustified and short-sighted. Australia is considering ways to help white South African farmers. South Africa's ruling ANC party last month announced plans to change the constitution to enable it to seize land from white farmers without compensating them. The move has prompted Australia to explore whether the farmers can be accepted into the country through refugee, humanitarian or in-country persecution visa categories. Australia's Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton believes the farmers deserve, quote, special attention and need help from a civilised country like Australia. US retail sales fell for a third straight month in February as people cut back on buying cars and other big-ticket items. Slipping 0.1%, it was the first time since April 2012 that sales dropped for 3 months in a row. The decline is surprising, as consumer confidence is at a 17-year high in the wake of US tax reforms. The move has prompted analysts to downgrade their first quarter economic growth forecasts. The European Central Bank says its monetary policy will remain prudent despite it being more confident inflation's picking up. President Mario Draghi says, "We still need to see further evidence that inflation dynamics are moving in the right direction, so monetary policy will remain patient, persistent and prudent." All eyes are on New Zealand's fourth quarter GDP figures to be released later this morning. ANZ economists expect GDP to have grown 0.7% quarter on quarter, the data predicted to paint a reasonable picture of the economy. With global forces strong, ANZ economists don't see the figures having a major impact on the currency markets. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield has fallen 5 basis points to 2.81%. The gold price is up to $1,323 an ounce. The US benchmark oil price is pretty much unchanged at just under $61 a barrel. The Brent benchmark is just under $65. The New Zealand dollar hasn't moved much overnight. It remains strong at 73.3 US cents, 93 Australian cents and 59.2 euro cents. The TWI is down a notch to 74.1. The price of Bitcoin has fallen to a 1-month low. It's down nearly $900 to $8,294. I'm Janae Tibshirani and that was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.